few questions to understand rational numbers and real numbers a little bit better. Okay. So rational numbers, as we have learned, can be expressed in the form P upon Q, but Q should not be equal to 0. It can be any integer except 0. It can be negative also, but it cannot be 0. So let us take few examples or questions rather to understand what exactly are rational numbers. So our question says, is 0 a rational number? Can you write it in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0? First of all, is 0 a rational number? Yes. So we can write, yes, 0 is a rational number. Okay. Now, can you write it in the form P upon Q, because that is the criteria for a rational number. It should be expressed in the form P upon Q. Yes, we can, definitely. So we can put 0 as 0 upon 1 or 0 upon 2 or 0 upon minus 2, 0 upon 100 also. Doesn't matter. When the numerator is 0, it doesn't matter what is in the denominator. The value will always be equal to 0. All these are nothing but zeros. So we can definitely express them in the form P upon Q. Okay. So 0 can be written as P upon Q, where P is 0. So in this case, P is equal to 0. Yeah, sorry. Q is not equal to 0. Okay. Q is not equal to 0. So it can be any non-zero integer. You can even write it as any non-zero integer. So we can write a non-zero integer. So we can say hence 0 is a rational number. So let us take few more questions, which says state whether the following statements are true or false and give reasons. Whether it is true or false, you need to give reasons. So first one says every natural number is a whole number. So we need to say whether the statement is true or false. Every natural number is a whole number. So let us look at what are natural numbers first of all. Natural numbers are those which can be counted on hand. So like for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what are whole numbers? Whole numbers begin with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it continues. Both continue. So it says every natural number is a whole number. That's correct, because every natural number is actually a collection of whole number. Every whole number is not a natural number because it contains also 0. But these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, apart from being natural numbers, they are also whole numbers because these are whole numbers and it's part of the whole number. So these are all whole numbers. Right? So this statement is true. Okay, this statement is true. So next question is every integer is a whole number. We need to state whether it is true or false. Let us look at what are integers. Integers are the ones with negative numbers. We can take this, we take another also. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are integers. These are integers. Now, every integer is a whole number. So, what are whole numbers? Whole numbers begin with 0. 1, clearly you can see that every integer is not a whole number, because integers begin from negative and continue, whereas whole numbers begin only from here onwards. Therefore, we can say that this is false. Every integer is not a whole number. Yes, but we can say every whole number is an integer, because these are part of integers. Okay, but whole numbers begin only from 0 and integers begin from the negative side. Next question says every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number. Now, what are rational numbers? Rational numbers, as you know, include integers, and if they include whole numbers, and they include even natural numbers. Okay. So every rational number is not a whole number. Every whole number is a rational number. Okay, because all these come under rational numbers. So every whole number definitely is a rational number, but every rational number cannot be whole number, because you just prove that every integer is not a whole number. So rational numbers will also include negative numbers, and those are not whole numbers. So we can say that this statement is also false. Next question says every irrational number is a real number. Every irrational number is a real number? Yes, it is. Because remember, real numbers, as we had split up, they consist of rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay? So, this statement is true. Every irrational number is a real number, but every real number is not a irrational number, because real numbers also include rational numbers as well. Next question states that every point on the number line, this is the fifth question, every point on the number line is of the form root m, square root of m, where m is a natural number. Now m may be a natural number, but we have a square root. So on the number line, if you have a look, there are various different types of numbers. Okay, they can be fractions, they can be decimals, they can be even square roots of certain numbers. Okay, but just every point on the number line is of this form. No, that is not correct. Okay, there are different types of numbers that will be present on a particular number line. They can be just, these are fractions, these are in decimal points. We have straight numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like whole numbers, natural numbers, and also integers for that matter. So there are different types of numbers, and so it is not just square root. Okay? So this statement is false, because there are other types of other forms of numbers as well on the number line. Okay, the next question says, are the square roots of all positive integers irrational? If not, give an example of the square root of a number that is rational. Are the square roots of all positive integers irrational? No. We had mentioned in the first video, what are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are the ones with the square root, but not all of them can be. Now these are irrational. Square root of 5, square root of 3, square root of 7 is irrational. But all of them are not irrational. Okay? Because there are some where you get a rational result. For example, so if it's said if not, so we definitely say no in this case. If not, give an example of the square root of a number that is rational. Yes, square root of 4, which is equal to 2, and 2 is a natural number, whole number, integer. Basically, it is a rational number. Okay, it is a rational number. The square root of 4 is equal to 2. Another example I will give is square root of 9, which is equal to 3. So square root of 81, which is equal to 9. So these are all rational numbers, though they come in square root form. So everything that comes under square root doesn't mean it is irrational. These are irrational, but have a look over this. These are not perfect. These are perfect squares. Perfect square. This square 4 is a perfect square of 2. So 2 into 2 gives us 4. 3 into 3 gives us 9. Then 9 into 9 gives us 81. Okay. So thank you.